are live, folks. Alright, let's just get this all going. Now that I got this all done through Twitch and all that. There we go. Just fixing this a slight little bit. And yoink. Alright. Cup of tea would be wonderful too. Got 3 meals. Switch this a little bit, not by much. Okay. Good. Alright. Still got a lot of things to do kind of thing, but I love you so much. Alright, I need a cup to have a little something to Where's my... Oh, down... Oh, wait. Maybe it's here, maybe it's not. Here it is. Alright, lights. I could use a little something. Don't need that. Alright, let's see what we got here. Put that in for a few seconds. Alright. This one is maple mustard chicken. Ugh, I cannot pronounce shit. This one I think Johnny would like. It's the one pot Southwest beef and how do I pronounce that part? Cava tapi? Definitely murdering that. Okay, so these are for that item. Shrimp. Okay, chicken tenders. Definitely have a little thing of garlic. Lean ground beef, that's for that thing. And there's some cheap Monterey Jack, so these are for together. I wonder what's in here. Okay, that looks good. This one is chicken pesto. Okay, that looks delicious. Beef burrito. Nice. Spicy chicken and black bean chili. Interesting. Apricot glazed pork chop with Brussels sprouts and rosemary potatoes. Damn! That does sound good. Okay, and the one piece of this stonks that I wanted. Golden coconut shrimp with green onion rice and stir-fried veggies. Yummy. Alright. food here. Luckily, I got an idea of where to put everything. Okay, I want to do the shrimp. These bring in here. There. I think I left my slippers upstairs, but that's all right. Okay. And of course, it always has to be in French and in English. Okay, that's later. This is the one I want. Luckily for me, I just got to find my hole punch later on. So I got this ready for that. Okay. Baby bok choy, jasmine rice, shrimp. I think I'd be better off doing the rice first. Definitely need to bake those. Yeah. Alright, let's see what's in here. That's the coconut. That's the bok choy. Got plenty of plum sauce, but more is always appreciated. That's the breadcrumbs and seasoning, garlic salt. All right. Okay, street balance is definitely showing. Is the chat working? Chat's there. Okay. Test, test, test. No, I just want to show chat. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna need quite a bit here. Maybe adjust this a little bit more. Alright. Okay, preheat the oven to 475. Right there. Okay, and let's see here. Baking sheet, okay. Johnny cake. Okay, here. I know I got something around here somewhere. Too big. Okay, fine. I'll have to clean one. At least not make noise. I'll be cleaning this later anyway, so there's that. Dry cat. Might as well multitask. And for the veggies, ooh, that does not look. Yeah, that is a little. Hang on, that wasn't quite fresh. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to wash my hand just a little bit. exactly a one-pot dish, so there's that. Okay. Parchment paper. Here you go. Alright. I'll definitely be looking for the hole punch later. And now, let's just get everything else that I need. Half the garlic's up. Okay. Medium pot. 2 cups of water. Oh, wait. 1 cup. 2 cups of water. Oh, okay. That's the right. No, that's the grains. Breadcrumbs. Where did I put the damn rice? Wait, that is the rice. Okay. 3/4. One cup, 2 cups of water. Okay. I'm just going with what it says here. Sheesh. You made this out of paper. Interesting. But the lining inside is a little plasticky. Okie dokes. Okay, breadcrumbs. Not bad at all. Okay, it doesn't look like I'm gonna be... Am I gonna be needing the pot in the pan? Yeah, looks like I'm gonna need a pan again. Okay. Alright. Need those. That's later. And, huh! I estimated pretty dang good there. Alright, pan. Nope, that's a pot. Hands are still underneath here. Good. don't got olive oil, but tablespoon. Oh, so it doesn't say olive oil. Okay, good. Tablespoon. I need to add more to this one anyway, so. That's ready for later. That's a half a tablespoon, but okay. Medium high. Dude! Hadn't seen you in a long time, Goth. Nice to see you. Pretty good, pretty good. It's back on HelloFresh again. My brother Graham gave me a gift card for it, so I'm like, you know what? Might as well take advantage of it. Today I am cooking golden coconut shrimp with green onion rice and stir-fried veggies. So, yeah. How have you been, dude? Then again, I say that to everyone regardless of gender. Let me just adjust this a little bit. Need you. Yoink. And yoink. And spin. Yeah. fine. It's fine. It's fine, Goth. Johnny wants to, I was wanting to do this for, again, sometime, so I figured I found one dish that Johnny might like to try, so hopefully, I know this one he won't because he doesn't like coconut, so there's that. Ooh, congratulations on college. I went to college twice, and both times it was a blast. It's just that you gotta be careful of which one you choose for, because a lot of time they may be a little too popular, and it's, if you're going into the trades, it's A-okay. However, if you're going into a profession that is very high in demand, here's the thing. It's a competition. Yeah. Dude, you're gonna do fine. You'll do fine. If it's anything electrical, it's always needed. So, yeah, you're fine with there. So, yeah. But, yeah, when I started doing this the other day with Johnny, I was just making, like, the family casserole, well, technically family goulash kind of thing. So I was like, he was like, maybe I should get that spare laptop fixed up so we can actually figure out a way for me to actually do that. And I'm like, well, here's the thing, John, this kitchen's a bit of a mess, but not by much, if you know what I mean. So I gotta toast this for a few minutes. Now I gotta wait for it's a little bit of a tan brown looking color. But yeah, like I said, the other dish that I found for Johnny, well, it was a mess for a little while, so, but, then again, that's the holidays for you. So this is what I'm hoping John would be able to like. So, yeah. One pot Southwest Beast with the... Oh, it's not the elbow macaroni, but it's the little... Yeah, I know. But, yeah. And I also gotten those extra meals. For these. So, basically you just put them in the microwave. They're already ready and stuff like that. So, this one is like a, beef burrito bowl. So, yeah. It should be interesting. So, yeah. Not getting there. But, yeah, so, like I said, the gift card thing was from my brother, and I started thinking, like, I have friends that are actually on this stuff, too, so I'm like, might as well give it another shot. But this time, I'm just gonna, basically, I can still choose. Might have to look into this stuff. Too bad you're not sponsored. We almost got sponsored, but that was on when Johnny was doing all that, all the sponsorship shit. So, if I see that on my, in my emails, I'm definitely going to take advantage of it, of course. But, yeah. I'm just going to take my time with this and stuff like that, even though last night I got the chocolate covered graham wafers. There were $2 in at the local store, so I'm like, yeah, I kind of miss having these, so, I mean, who knows, maybe I'll get sponsored eventually, but I need lunches for for some weekends, because every second weekend I work, so that's this weekend, because last weekend I had off, not because of Easter, but because it was just seemed to happen to work that way, if you know what I mean. So, one less thing for me to worry about. You know? But, yeah. Oh yeah, this is starting to look nice. just a little longer. No, that's fine. Alright, switch. Okay, that's the water, the rice. It said either 1 or 2, but I'm going to start with 1. I think that, but it said also to drain it, so I'm like, Alright, let's also, hope you got your cup of tea nearby. Not sponsored, but David's, if David's tea is Canadian, if they ever do watch my streams, which would be kind of funny and awesome, but doubt it. But they don't do sponsorships, but I did find this at thrift stores, so it's not the first time I found items like this there. Just leftover tea from the other night, but that's alright. Alright. I need to put in half the salt. Equal parts. You know, it would have been nice if I'm just gonna sprinkle some. I don't like it too garlicky, if you know what I mean. Because everyone knows that garlic scent. It is not exactly it's pretty potent in some points. Just gonna grab one of these just to put the panko in. Just to put it aside because I'm gonna need this again. But yeah, my other best friend, she gave me some extra, some of the extra cards that she had doubles of, so, but I just want to try something new every now and then, and to have everything delivered to you right away, it's a godsend, and I am making a big mess here. Need to focus. God, that soaked up all that oil. Alright. But yeah, that smells pretty nice. Alright. Luckily that's not on. It's still hot as all can be considering the, I think it'd be just smarter if I just use this here. There. Don't forget the rim. Don't waste anything. Alright, next. Covered for 14. Okay, Add rice into boiling water, then reduce to medium. Medium low, so right there. Cover right over here. I got too many covers. Try this one. Too big. Too small. There it is, I think. Nope. Here it is. Maybe. Still too big. Okay, this should be it right here. anything that's the proper size here. It'll have to do. Okay. I'm gonna set it for 10. For now. Alright, I gotta prep and bake the shrimp. I do not have one for specifically for... I have one for meat, but not for everything else. Right there. That should be dry by now. Ish. Yeah, Goth, I don't remember if I added you to the Discord channel, so let me just get on my computer downstairs into the chat, and, because I can't do that from my phone, because my phone is the one of the thing that's recording. I will send you an invite to my Discord. Okie dokes. Lower that. A lot more. Yeah. Okay. Left a lot of servers. No worries, no worries. I've learned that not everyone's Discord is for you. But sometimes with the way things have been, some people have been going to Discord rather than other places. So this is my trick for keeping the parchment paper to stay on. I sprayed the pan, and it all stays. I don't remember learning that when I started doing that trick, but man, oh man, does it save you a lot of problems. Okay, now, stick you here, temporary, stay, please. I'm gonna open this thing up and I'll read about it here. Okay. Luckily I got scissors nearby and I need to get something to put it all in, so I'm gonna grab a plate because it's gonna be messy. No cats, I'm gonna have to. Okay, now I need to drain this. Let's see, bacon sheet. Drain and rinse with. Okay. No, I need you. Get back here. Maybe a bowl would have been better, but that's can do it. Joined, I'll try to... Yeah, thank you very much for joining. You have been missed. Alright, this is pretty much ready, but I'll put this on the lower setting. I do not want that burning. Alright, now, next. Medium bowl. Ah, got plenty of these. Alright. Here we go. Now, if I knew what happened to one of my bowls, that would be great, but nope. Really shouldn't be putting that there, but alright. Okay, still need, I've forgotten to pat this dry. Need to do that first. Not gonna use the paper towel on the go. Well, it's not easy making this world a safer place online and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure you get the gist of that. Okay. There we go. Just a quick wash. Alright. Now, I need to add, let's see here, medium bowl, add shrimp and mayo, season with salt and pepper, and toss to coat. There we go. Yeah, this is definitely going in the... Hey, boss, how's it going? Just another impromptu stream, not sponsored by HelloFresh, by the way. I am making coconut shrimp with veggies. Yeah, I had a gift card for Christmas for HelloFresh, so I'm like, I might as well use it and stuff, because quite a few of my friends are on it as well, but I'm like, looking at my financials, I'm like, at least I can cancel at any time and stuff like that. I haven't been doing... I'd like to get a little bit more healthier and at least try more food and new foods and stuff like that. There we go. Okay, so try to keep this place clean is nearly impossible. Alright, give that another fluff. Oh yeah, she's doing relatively. That's jasmine rice. Yeah, if you keep an eye on this, and you're not gonna... I mean, I got jasmine rice in the cupboard right now, but... There we go. Okay, now I gotta get the shrimp going. Mayo, seasoned with salt and pepper. This is a salt and pepper. This is a a blend that I got ages ago. I'm not even halfway done. But, yeah, there's thyme, dried lemon peels, and salt in there. Yeah, exactly. For that, I'll probably do 2 of that. If I need more pepper, I'll know. Let's see here. Ziploc bag. I really don't want to waste a Ziploc bag, to be honest, but let's see here. I got, here's a used one. Ziploc bags have definitely gotten way too expensive nowadays, but I mean, it's almost $5 a damn bag. $5 for per box. God, this smells nice. Okay, there's that. Gotta mix those together. No, I want to use that for something else. Blank. Need some more mayo to be honest. No, maybe not. I stand corrected. Alright, so let's see here. Okay, gotta move those graham crackers, so delicious as they are. Chocolate coated. Here's one for you guys. Where's the camera? Here we go. Chomp, 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 chomp. How was that? Alright, I need this again. Hey, I couldn't help it. I mean, come on. You need your favorite chocolate covered something. It's not exactly my favorite, per se, but I used to tease my brother Graham, considering he's the one who gave me the gift card, so thanks, Graham, for the extra grams. Oh God, I love the puns when it comes to names and stuff like that. Oh shit. No, I should put this somewhere safer. Okay, right here. Yeah, I almost got my kitchen under control, but you get the idea. Alright, so shake and bake this, huh? Okay, that's 1. 2. 3. 4. That one did not get covered well. Sprinkle a little bit. Feels a little gross. Yeah, this works better. Just doing it one at a time. These might take a bit. I guess I'm not wasting any of it, but you get the idea. A lot of shrimp in here. I have to put this a little closer together. yeah, kind of been at that point that Ziploc bags are being kind of getting a little more expensive because, well, they just are. But it's gotten to the point that I'd had to start washing some of them in order to save a buck or two. Maybe. I don't know how many I've got right now, but hopefully I have enough. There's a lot of more shrimp in here that there should be. So you can see I'm almost running out. Hopefully I'll have enough. If not, I'm going to have to make some breadcrumbs. Yep. Then again, I'm making a mess. Hopefully I can stretch this good. One side does not want to. Okay. I'll have to do. If I have to take out the shake and bake, I will. Because it looks like there's... Yeah, I'm going to have to get the shake and bake stuff. Don't got much of a choice. There's not enough to coat everything. And they gave me more shrimp than I need for the recipe. Okay, I think I got a box of shake and bake around here somewhere. Oh, where did I see you? No, that's crackers. That would work too, though. Shake and bake. Here you go. Costco comes in handy. Occasionally. And I didn't need to put two... but got more than enough of that. So we'll make do, folks. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to grab one. Not half bad coating, though. Alright, we'll stick some of these with the... in there. Oh, yet fails. Sometimes you gotta think on your toes. Won't exactly be coconutty, but Gonna be close. Maybe a little more on there. I feel like I'm almost double battering these, but feels like it's needed, if you know what I mean. Some of them didn't coat all that well. But the shake and bake seems to be doing a little bit better. Just as good as the panko. So a combination of the two doesn't seem to be a bad idea. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. Alright, that one looks fine. Some of these look fine. You could definitely tell the difference between them, that's for sure. Last one. Okay. Get this stuff off my fingers. Then I'll show you the difference. In a minute. So let's bring this in, and it says for 8 to 12 minutes, so let's just put it in for 8. There we go, 8 minutes. Okay, that's ready, but the cover's over there. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, we'll make it fine. Doesn't bother me any. If you know the reference, you know it. Alright, veggies time. Gotta cut these. That's still pretty darn clean though. Just give it a little rinse. Anyhow. Alright. The special ones. Okay, let's take a look here. Keeps getting cuter. Seriously. Call it baby bok choy for definitely for nothing. That's for sure. Keeps getting smaller. It's like those Ukrainian eggs. Or those nesting dolls, Russian nesting dolls. Actually, I will never consider that Russian anymore, considering Ukrainians pretty much owned it and they took over it. So, just gotta get these an extra little clean off, just to be extra safe. Because like celery, which it grows like that, there's always something in the crate where at least there's always some dirt somewhere. Because they also had the option of replacing, if you didn't want shrimp, you can actually have it like a tilapia. fish instead. So I'm like, yeah, not in the mood for fish. One of my clients, we go to like this local restaurant, and she always gets the fish and chip. I'm almost sick and tired of it. So the fact that I can have something a little different, I kind of would like to have something different. Thank you very much. Okay. Rinse. Well, I already rinsed them anyway, so there's that. Those are fine. Alright, now I need to do the same with this here. Gotta be kidding me. Okay, I'd rather do this. Oh, wait, got an idea. There we go. There. Easy done. Out of the way. Just not quite yet. Alright. 1-inch pieces. Oh crap. Where did that come from? I was warned that there might be some stuff hiding, so I want it chunky. Hey, no, don't move. No, thank you. I have no room. Shoot. Okay, medium high. I need room. Therefore, you go in. Back here. Just turn that off. exactly doing this right, but that's fine. This is my food. So much garlic salt. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna use all of that shit. Just sprinkle the rest in here. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. This needs something else. I do got an onion left over, but I'm not sure if that'll do the trick. But with all that garlic salt, I think it probably wouldn't hurt to actually use it up. I know it doesn't call for it, but something tells me that I should. Because I need to start using up stuff. So, since this is that's chunky, I'll make this chunky. This is, yeah, that has a little bit more. More to it. Back in there, you. crap. I did that part wrong, but that's fine. Scissors are right here. You know what? I'm going to do it slightly different. Lower the heat. I don't want to glaze it. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Well, at least I had more onions, so regular onions, so still looks good in my opinion. Alright, let's get the shrimp out. Yes! That looks good. Maybe a little too much, but eh. I'm glad to hear that, dude. I'm glad to hear that. Alright. Not sponsored, but that's what it's supposed to look like, and that's my lunch. Oh yeah, putting this plum sauce in with that is a better idea. That tastes so good. Okay, that was the veggies. Okay, here's this one is the veggies with the shrimp that is shake and baked. Not bad. Well, this is the shake and bake one with a little bit of the leftover, like the coconut panko mixture. So let's try the one that has it all on, has it the regular stuff. Oh my god. The coconut shrimp with the breadcrumbs. Damn. Oh yeah, it's good. Definitely good. Normally I would be doing this with chopsticks, but this kind of felt like I better off doing it. Start with a fork, Then if I get adventurous, leftovers will be with the jasmine rice. Tastes like jasmine rice. This is good. And then, of course, with the extra onions I added, made a difference. And I did need to use a strainer too, so. Okay, baby bok choy. Oh yeah, that is freaking fresh as can be. Alright. Oh, this is a mixture of both right now. This is the shake and bake and the panko stuff. But I don't taste the coconut in it. The ones with the coconut, oh god. Definitely getting this again. Definitely making it again. But yeah, putting the plum sauce in with the veggies was probably a good idea. Yeah, I already got something saved for him. Maybe. All in one pot. And I'm picking him up at 4 o'clock. So. Ugh. The rest I'm going to be having for, I'll freeze them and I'll have them for my lunches for later. Because I want to cook these. Damn it. Oh, yeah. Plum sauce in with the veggies. A good idea. Definitely a good idea. It glazes them quite nicely too, so. And I think I'm going to have to do the floors here because I think I'm stepping on some crumbs from God knows when. But that's alright. There's been times I've actually been sending some of these recipes, take a photo of these recipes to send to my mom. But yeah, I might take a photo of this and put it in my Discord, so. I know Johnny's eating habits. He's not always that adventurous, but once in a while he is, so. Maybe once I start cooking it, he'll probably like, hey, what's that smell? Yeah. Putting the plum sauce in with the vegetables was a good idea. Get back here, you. A little more veggies. Hey, Otter, how's it going, dude? There we go. I just cooked this. And man, oh man, I had to do a little bit of improvising on the spot because I almost ran out of the. Oh yeah, yeah. I had to improvise with a little bit of the shrimp because I was running out of the shake and bake that the kit provided. I had more shrimp than I had had the stuff for the batter, so I had to grab a thing of shake and bake. So I just did a comparison to the two. The one that had both the panko with the coconut panko on it and the shake and bake, I couldn't taste the coconut. But when I tried it just the coconut, damn, that was good. It was really good. But with the shrimp with the regular shake and bake, no, it was just meh. But definitely the next time I cook this, I'm getting definitely getting more of everything. So, but yeah, but yeah, but yeah, but yeah. There's the fresh stuff right there. I need my other hand. And I am also improvised for the improvised with the veggies. I poured the plum sauce in with it to give it a bit of a glaze, and yeah, that was much better for it. Because let's be honest, plum sauce can be used for more than just putting on top of your rice as a drizzle. I mean, come on, we'll use it as a glaze on your on your veggies. It just makes them look even tastier and taste tastier too. And I had to even add more regular onions to it because I was supposed to cut the green onion smaller, and I don't really trust doing it that way. So I just added some regular onions and it gave it a little equally a good amount of flavor and stuff like that. Mm. How long does it usually? 30 minutes, and I did this within an hour. Mm. Yeah, coconut stuff. Mmm. That's the one thing about cooking. You gotta improvise a lot. It might taste like a little like Korean barbecue, maybe a little bit. And I'm gonna be trying to do a local kind of a local cuisine later on. It's called chicken frico. It is a Acadian dish. It's not your typical chicken soup. It has dumplings in it. And the preparation is so much different than you think it is. And spelling it is not easy to remember. But I do suggest you look up Acadian dishes. I could almost read that. Oh, the. Mm. Yeah, definitely the panko with the coconut, because that made so much of a difference. Mm. garlic salt, but I can smell it, but the fact that it's all well blended and all together, so there's that. I might have to make more rice to go with this for lunch later on. Mm. Remember one time I had to use something that required mustard, and all I had was left was honey mustard, and I used that, and oh my god. I don't remember what it was I was cooking, but it was really good with the honey mustard, I'll tell you that. Alright, I need a container to put this leftovers in. Now finish this. I worked my butt. I worked hard for this. I'm eating everything. I'm gonna finish this bowl. There's just a lot of shrimp left. Finished up the ones that have the both on it. That looks like it too. The rest are fine. Yeah, I still play D&D. We are right now we are doing a storyline that is kind of based on called the Adventuring Games, and we're also investigating a line of thieveries going around. Someone has been stealing emeralds in the city that we're at. And unfortunately, we're under the impression that somebody that we know is being hypnotized to do it. And this is not a somebody. It is a thing. A sentient being taking advantage of one of the people that we met to gather all of these emeralds all across the town. So, fortunately, one of the jewelers that our characters know, he had been staying up for 3 nights in a row, trying to protect his stuff. So, my character, she decided to go to the, to one of the bars that was for the nobility. And there's been a few times that, especially when they were doing their investigation, when they went into the noble jeweler, I used the British accent for that. So I figured, well, basically she is a character that belongs to 2 worlds. So she's a noble, but she lived like a middle-class person. And her grandparents live in the castle. And her family is, they want to earn the people's respect by living amongst them rather than living over them, kind of thing. So anyway, she does the British accent when she's around her grandparents, but she doesn't do the and other nobility people, but she doesn't do it around the common folk. So that way she can be on the same level as them. It's a matter of not pride, but it's a matter of choice. Of, not just choice, respect on all levels type of thing. So, course, her friends were like, "I'm kind of glad you use your regular voice around us, because it makes us respect. It kind of makes us feel like we're all on the same page." And I'm like, exactly. I mean, I don't want to let people think that I am higher over you. Yeah. Reminds me of my first character when I made the Noble Brackhound. They've got a dark backstory. Ugh. Here's the thing. A lot of our characters do. As for my best friend Sylvie's character, the Mrs. DM, uh, the DM's wife, we don't know a lot about her character's background. Just that she has a lot of black holes in her past, type of thing. So I'm like, we'll find out when we find out, I guess. So as for my friend Keely / Kraka, we have her. We found out that her character is from a different. Her parents were from a different plane, but she was born in the plane the materia plane that we're at. So, long story short, her parents had kind of died not long after they kind of went from during the transit and portaling from their world to our world type of thing. So, yeah, a little bittersweet, although she was, her character, even though her character met her dad type of thing, we were fighting a bugbear, not a bugbear, a werebear that happened to be her adopted mother. And luckily I was high enough level to actually save her mom, and lo and behold, the rogue / Keely, we do carpooling. We went outside, we look up, full goddamn moon. I kid you not, the full moon was out, and we just finished a werebear fight. I kid you not. That actually, and she and I are looking at each other a little bit creeped out. So the next session we asked, did this just happen to be planned? That was it. It was like, you do realize when we walked out from that story that the full moon was out. It was just happened to be timed that way. Unknowingly. I was gonna make it a coincidence. I think not. Or it just happened that way. I don't know. She and I were just like, thanks for saving my mom, and this is a little creepy, and it was before Halloween. And we just started the Strahd-inspired line. The next session. Damn, that was heavy. But, yeah. So, we're going to be getting new minis of our characters soon. My character, she got new armor. That's very, Link-inspired. And also from the Strahd campaign, she ended up getting a spear that was once owned by one of the vampire lords that had put her people that her people and the vampire were at war for a little while, and that vampire had stabbed one of the heroes. He survived, and as I was attuning to this this spear, I ended up going through the same idea the hero went. So my character has a scar at exactly the same spot, and she was given the spear as a thank you for not only for the quest chains as well, but also coming up with a solution to solve their problems with the considering we just got rid of the first Baron type of thing, and it was I piped up is like, look, your adventuring guild thing is in very disrepair, and you could probably turn that first castle into a university for adventurers, you know? And he's like, oh, hint, hint, wink, wink, and that other town that you're having conflict with, have them as the teachers. They can still do what they can, but they can teach other people to become adventurers, like to be adventurers and stuff like that. So one of the other characters that accompanied us, we were like, why didn't you join the ship that we were traveling on, because we have our own ship now. Get a little idea of what's going on, and now we're in the adventuring games thing, and our characters now have our own pub called the Dagger Shield, Dagger Quill and Horn. That's what it's called. So yeah. It's been pretty good. So right now we're doing the adventuring games and including solving a whole bunch of crimes in the idea of law and frickin' order, besides the fact that we have to go to fight a court case that is against us, that is predating the whole entire campaign almost. Not really happy about it, but time for a drink. Oh, it's a little cold, but that's fine. But yeah, so this stupid noble jerk is accusing us of destroying his place when the place didn't explode. We went in, they nearly annihilated the warlock's familiar, and her enraged almost killed somebody. However, the person was still alive when we were there. There was still 2 people alive when we were there. There was no explosion. This and that. We found up a whole bunch of dirt in that building. And he's taking us to court. And I was like, the whole time talking to the lawyer fella, my character was like, I do not like this one bit. I do not like nobles who use their power to to bully others underneath them. He said, for example, I was doing this man has no owner type of thing, because we've heard so much negative rumors about this son of a bitch, that my character is just like, let me smite him, let me smite him, let me smite him, type of thing. She is trying her best to let the temper of her mother's side not take her over, if you know what I mean. Because her mom has the last name, was from a tribe called the True Strikes. They struck true, and they were true about it. And she's a Nighthoof, so she comes from her father's side is a combination of merchants, military and merchants and stuff like that. So she's a daddy's girl, but she also has a twin sister. So, and there was times that, like, you know what, this is kind of making me a little feel like I'm close to my late sister type of thing. But long story short, it made me miss her even more, and I'm like, if you know what I mean. And the fact that she's been hearing rumors that her people is being undertaken, there's a cult there, and it got a little too real for me as I was hearing all this shit. I'm like, to the DM, I'm like, as much as I'd like to just, one of my family members had went to the dark side, unfortunately, and because of this stupid election and stuff like that. I can't wait to vote, but that person has just gotten so, it's just that all my extended cousins aren't talking to me and stuff like that, because, hello, I've been woke since I moved here. You guys have been having your heads between your knees, and your head between your knees, and we're in the sand, type of thing. That kind of behavior has to get out the door. type of thing. It's like, I got friends in the LGBT area, and as much as I'd like to support them, my family, immediate family, comes first, besides my friends. But if someone is in trouble and needs someone to stand up to them, dark side of what? Humanity. Dark side of humanity, I'll call it. Yeah. Well, I'm woke. I'm woke as fuck. Don't get me wrong. That's what they're calling me. And I'm like, yeah, so what's the big deal? You guys are turning into terrorists. White supremacy. If you know what I mean. You're half asleep, that's fine. That's fine. At least you understand both sides, though. But, yeah. I support my friends. But if my family's gonna go down that dark rabbit hole, I don't support them. If you know what I mean. It's just a weird term, the woke shit. No, you said you're woke, and I'm half asleep. Weird terminology, dude. Weird terminology, okay? It's stupid. But yeah, I'll just say the dark side of humanity. That's probably the better way to calling it. But yeah. Alright, let's find something to put all this stuff in. Too big, too... do I have something that's small enough? Yeah. I don't think I have any lids left for this shit. Nope. No. This'll do. I think it's kind of funny. It can be, but depending on how you're looking at it, it's downright, to me, it's kind of insulting. It can be downright insulting depending on how you look at it. But the fact that it's from that side of the family, it doesn't really surprise me, because one of their dad did something similar. And he got kicked out of the whole family, so... Because he abandoned my cousin and my cousins and stuff like that. So that's the short version. But the fact that all these white supremacist people are making all this bullshit and stuff and going around. My great-grandfather fought in those type of things. Fought by feeding... My great-grandfather, he was a chef for the military. And, long story short, if he was around now, he'd be really appalled by that. He and my great-grandmother would be, grabbing those people by the ears, just like anyone else's mom will do. You get there, stand in the corner, and think about all that shit you just did. And she'd probably do that to Trump, too. Knowing my great-grandmother, she'd probably do that. My grandma and my great-grandmother would probably do that to Trump, too. Give them a little piece of their own medicine. Which, I think it probably wouldn't hurt to do that. But, I'm never going to the States until, the dude's dead, I don't think. Because let's face it. Yeah, I don't know a lot about my great-grandfather too, but I'll tell you this. We fought that. We both fought, our ancestors fought that shit. They'd be insulted by this shit today. Because it's making their sacrifice worth nothing. If you know what I mean. I'll just do it the other way around. Want that crispiness? There we go. Cool. But yeah. But yeah, maybe sometime for like a little summer project or something like that. Go to the military archives. Ask them about it. It's not like it's gonna cost you much, but hey, it'll give you a chance to go to your capital and learn more about your ancestors' military background. It may not be much, but hey, every little bit counts. I know quite a little bit about it, but my grandmother won't let us. Fortunately, my only walking. There's all more than one way of transportation. You could take a bus, a train, anything. And if you walking's still good for you though. I need to do more of that myself. There's that bag. I'm gonna call it the dark side of humanity. Dude, I've always been that way. But yeah. As for D&D, I'm looking forward to that Saturday coming up, so that'll be fun. At least I get a chance to get some stuff out of the way here. But yeah. Oh wait. Air fryer. No, I got that already on there. Yeah. Okay, that should be. That's the other. But yeah, there she goes. Yep, cleanup time. And tea. It's cold, but it's all good. At least with the bags, I can actually put it all back in. Yeah, 12 kilometers, that's way too much, dude. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm only like not even 12 meters away from a place, and I still ordered this and stuff like that because I kind of wanted something to inspire me to cook again. Call it tea is good. Well, it's not quite tea time, but it's close enough. Close enough. Any time is good for tea in my book. Alright, I'll just put this in the freezer and have that saved for another day. Because, yeah, I got some cold tea in the fridge. And unfortunately, we don't got Nest tea up here anymore, unfortunately. I don't know why, but I'm not going to question it. So I've been making my own iced tea again. It's not hard, to be honest. You just got to have a good container for it. Like my grandfather would probably once said, it's time for alcohol somewhere. So it's tea time somewheres too. Okay, I love that. I'm not one for drinking alcohol much, but that's all pretty much true somewheres. I think I heard something similar like that when I was in Dominican with Johnny and my family. Everyone was drinking. But yeah, that was hilarious sometimes. But yeah, Johnny and I, we will be celebrating 10 years of marriage this June. We have no plans so far yet. I mean, Johnny just wants to wait for us to find out like his hours and stuff like that, considering it's almost 1 year ago. Will be 1 year next month, towards the middle of May, when he had his heart attack. So yeah, he's lost quite a lot of weight. So it was concerning me, considering I told that to Johnny. Is like, just let the doctor know I've been, yeah. It's been 1 year now, almost. So, yeah, it was a silent heart attack. The thing is, it was like he had the flu, but he didn't. And stuff like that. So, I took him middle of the night. This was after we got a roof done in as well. And, unfortunately, his work, yeah. Johnny's a lot better now, but he's a lot thinner as well. But he's doing good, health wise and in mental wise and stuff like that. But yeah, Johnny's doing better. But I've been concerned about the stuff that he's been taking. Although when he got to see some of his family members, he hasn't seen, because a couple of months prior to his heart attack, his aunt Louise had passed away due to complications to her diabetes related. So not only he got a wake up call, but her daughter, his late aunt's daughter did too. She had lost 70 pounds. So, for her sake, I applaud her. But I kind of like Johnny a little chubby. But I don't want him to be too thin, you know what I mean? So, I just kind of want him to look healthy and stuff like that, if you know what I mean. But Johnny already knows how I feel about it and everything, but at least with the stuff that he's on now, he only has to have it at least once a week. And he's still able to have certain stuff, don't get me wrong, but he's a little bit more cautiously careful with the sugar. If you know what I mean. So, I don't blame him, but Johnny was like, maybe we should get you on that too. And I'm like, Johnny, diabetes isn't as big in my family, but the thing is, I try my best to take care of myself, so that's why I'm going to starting going back on better meals now. So, because his diet is different than my diet. So, but yeah, I've had too many close calls with Johnny, unfortunately. But now that he's been working since September last year, whew, I'm so relieved it's not funny. But I'm just glad that he's working right now, and it's been great, if you know what I mean. So, but yeah, so let's see here. So the next one that I got, let's see here. I'm hoping Johnny would be curious enough to try this one. Might have to put the cheese aside for him, because he's not one for the Monterey Jack. I don't know about the baby spinach, but you get the idea. Might cook this tonight. Maybe. But, it's almost like his family goulash and stuff like that. But, I guess we'll have to wait and see. And this one will probably be my later on. It's good. I've had something similar to this, but not by much. But yeah. Alright, let's put this in the fridge and do a little bit of a cleanup. Shall we? Is everything not piping hot? Nope. Okay. That goes in the that mystery blend. You know what? I got time for a coffee. Anybody want? Normally I would start getting things ready around 6 o'clock. So that would be probably 4 hours from now. A little bit. But yeah, if Johnny's curious about it, I will cook it. And as for the other things, I did get other stuff too for lunches, so give me a second to bring them all out. Alright. Yoink. A doink. There. So, yeah, I got these. I didn't really have much, I didn't really choose them very well. Chicken pesto with green beans. You just put these in the microwave for a little bit. Apricot glazed pork chop. Spicy turkey with black bean chili. Oh. Yeah, it got a little bit dented on the bottom. No surprise there. That's fine. And then this one is a beef burrito bowl. So those are my lunches for my weekend, because I will be doing an awful lot of, I'm working this weekend, so there's that. So, yeah, I gotta put these all back in. Alright, be right back. Okay. You know what? Maybe a little something else. As much as I like to have tea at all times, why don't we have a little tiny cup of coffee? Not a big cup, but just a tiny little thing. There we go. I don't think I've ever showed you guys my espresso maker. There we go. And there. Definitely keep the knives out of my way, because I do not want them anywhere as close to my feet. Butter knives are fine, but anything sharper than that? No! Alright, let that heat up a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh, I missed a piece. Nothing. And I don't feel like using a... There we go. Alright. A little bit doesn't hurt you every now and then, but when you need it, you need it. I grind my own coffee and stuff I grind the beans that I buy, so that way they're fresher longer. I don't use a lot, but you get the idea. This is somewhat satisfying. How many of you have been enjoying this? Been enjoying this impromptu cooking stream? This is probably I'm hoping to do these on Thursdays from now on, from time to time. So if you like it, just let me know. I definitely have to limit myself on coffee, that's for sure. Because it does spike up my blood pressure, unfortunately, but I do have to be very, like I said, I have to be very careful with this shit, so that's why I do it in smaller amounts now. If I do it in larger amounts, there's a reason for that. But normally, just for the sakes of enjoying a tiny little cup of coffee, I don't see why not. And there's the last little bit of the drips. Here we go. Normally I would actually add milk and stuff to it, but it's a tiny amount and there's no need. Well, that was a success. That's good. Alright. Definitely got to clean up this mess too, so here's that. Oh, sorry. My bad. Might as well show you my coffee stuff. So, I've actually recycled these Nescafe things just to hold some of my stuff. So most times I just get the Kicking Horse coffee, but once in a while I tried something new, just depending on how much it is, because that Kicking Horse stuff is pretty expensive. Oh, and one other thing. I got a collection of Starbucks coffee coffee stickers. I have them all right here. But yeah, and there's my coffee grinder in the back. One of my clients and I ended up seeing it on sale, so she grabbed one for her kids, and I grabbed one for mine. Oh, I forgot to put this one back. There we go. Alright, well that was cooking stream of today. Hope you all enjoyed it. I definitely had fun but I should have cooked it a lot faster than that, but no, it's okay. Anyhow, we'll see you probably later on. Do take care.